All right. All right, folks. Sorry we were late. We're in a executive session downstairs, but I'd like to call the meeting Wednesday, September 17th at 7:43 to order.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Kardakini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present,
Councilwoman Lukacic,
not present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Councilwoman Martin, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we do not have any other preliminary matters tonight, so moving on to item number 2, our regular business. The first item is the correction and adoption of the minutes from the September 3rd, 2025 meeting. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. After reviewing the minutes from September 3rd, I see no omissions or additions, and I move to adopt the minutes from September 3rd.
I'll second.
Oh, sorry.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Kardakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 2 is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilman Kardakini, would you like to take that item tonight?
That'd be my pleasure, Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion that we pay the bills in the amount of $52,706.72.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Kardakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 3 tonight is our correspondence. There are 10 items of correspondence. All are in the town board packet and available in the town clerk's office for review, and they are as follows. Item 1 is the town clerk's report for August of 2025. Item number 2 is the dog control officer report for August of 2025. Item 3 is the code enforcement officer report for August of 2025. Item number 4 is the town's income statement for August of 2025. Item number 5 are the cash balances for August of 2025. Item 6 is the dog control officer inspection report from the New York State Agricultural Markets, which we did receive a positive review there. Thanks to our dog control officer on that. Item 7 is the tree wire to be used for future circuit work in NYSEG and RG&E service area. This is just something to safeguard utility lines in the event of tree contact. Item number 8 is an application for use of a meeting facility for the Boston Senior Club for their 2026 meeting schedule. We have another application for use of meeting facility for the Boston Senior Club board meetings for 2026. Item number 10 is an application for use of meeting facility for a Wednesday game day of 2026. And that's also for the senior group after the congregate dining program. Again, all those items are part of the board packet and in the town clerk's office for review. Moving on, our next item, item number 4, is our new business. As always, our first item is requests from the floor. If anyone would like to come up to the microphone, please step up to the microphone, state your name, address, and please keep it to approximately 3 minutes each. The floor is now open.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road, regarding holiday lighting. As I told y'all via email, this Labella proposal is so much clearer, makes so much more sense. Although it is rather expensive, and I hope y'all will do whatever you can to bring that price tag down for the service that they're providing. It makes it a lot clearer. What they're actually going to do. As the supervisor told me at the LEAF event a couple of days ago, the approved resolution went to Labella the day after it was approved. However, per tonight's agenda, it looks like Labella won't be able to start anything until tomorrow because they don't have the approved list of polls. So the real work using their schedule, the real work on the polls won't be able to begin until Thanksgiving, which is about Thanksgiving this year, which is about when the lights usually start going up. And weather is definitely going to be a factor, as winter approaches, stuff like that. Fortunately, as I believe I shared with all of you, NYSEG is completely open to us using the existing functioning polls. as I mentioned a couple of times in the emails, and mostly what I'm trying to do is get this, in a little bit more public record than just the emails back and forth. You'll want to exercise NICEAG standard procedures for getting lights up on the poles. I believe his name is Chris Tarkulich, accepts the list. There's some communication back and forth there that's needed. And that will actually become part of an annual process, the annual event of hanging the lights. You'll need to make that request every year. Fortunately, again, it's free. It doesn't cost us to put any lights up. Meanwhile, I'm hoping that fundraising will be able to start kind of in earnest. We want to try and get the contractors covered. Councilman candidate Hawkins there is going to approach businesses, and I don't know if any of you had seen. I will make a lot more noise to the general public, try and get some contributions, get everybody kicking in to try and help save the light, so to speak. And I'm looking forward to any update that y'all might have during reports and presentations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Good
Not
point.
tonight. Must be busy.
Yeah, let's see if yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, I don't have anything. Don't know. I guess duty calls. There we go. All right. So with no further comments from the floor, I'll close the open floor. Item number 2 tonight under our new business is the Zoning Board of Appeals Chairwoman, Lisa Rude, request to attend training. And Councilwoman Norton, would you like to take that item tonight?
Yes, and if you'd like, I'll take 2, 3, and 4 all at once.
All yours.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve Chairwoman Lisa Rude, Chairman Dr. Paul Zarnowski, and Counsel for Zoning Board of Appeals Lori Baker, all to attend the New York State Association of Towns training for Zoning Board on October 1st, 2025.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Since we've knocked all of those out, we are now up to number 5. Thank you, Councilwoman Martin. Approve North Boston Fire Company's fundraiser request is item number 5. Councilman Cardicchini, it's all yours.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We have a letter from William Kester, the fundraising chairman of the Boston Volunteer Fire Company, and they are requesting May 2nd as their Sportsman's Raffle 2026, 3 to 8 p.m. at the Mill Street location. I'd like to make a motion that we approve this.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Items 6 and 7, since we're doing these things in batch cycles tonight.
Yep.
Items 6 and 7. 6 is approval for new members, which is always great to see, to the Boston Fire Company Junior Fighter Program, Rayleigh Dudley, and also Grace Schaefer. Item 7 will be approval of the new member for the Boston Fire Company, Nathan Kaiser. Councilman Cardicchini again.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We have a letter from Chief Norm Quino of the Boston Fire Company, and they have 2 junior firefighters that have
Nice.
been approved, and that is Rayleigh Dudley and Grace Schaefer. They both passed their background checks, and I make a motion that we approve them as members of the junior firefighter program.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right.
And the next one is we have another letter from Chief Norm Quino at the Boston Fire Company, and Nathan Kaiser was voted in on September 3rd. He has passed his required background check, and I make a motion that we approve him for active duty with the Boston Fire Company.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 8 tonight is Resolution 2025-76, authorizing disposal of surplus equipment. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I would like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2025-76, where we have an authorization of disposal of surplus equipment. We have various miscellaneous office supplies, cabinet, a printer. We have a 2009 pickup truck with a plow, some interesting highway equipment. That's all supposed to be going for disposal effective today. I'd like to make a motion to try to recoup some money and get these things off our books.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 9 is Resolution 2025-77, authorizing a multimodal capital project. It's a PIN of 5 M as in Mary, A as in Alpha, 346 period 30 N as in Nancy for the comptroller's contract numbered D as in David 026016 for resurfacing Bailey Circle Lane from Heinrich Road to Circle. And Councilman Cardicini, you want to take that item tonight?
I read this and there were 20 pages of documents. I'll do my best. I'd like to make a motion that we approve resolution 2025-77, which authorizes the highway superintendent to advance the project by making a commitment of 100% of the cost of the work for the project in the amount of not to exceed $25,000.
That's pretty much the.
Yeah, that's the best way to summarize it, I guess. The motion's on the table.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 10 is Resolution 2025-78 for approval of a pole attachment agreement and designated pole list for the holiday light fixtures. And Councilwoman Merton, would you like to take that item tonight?
Sure. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-78, which is approving the pole attachment agreement with New York State Electric and Gas, which outlines the terms and conditions under which our holiday lighting fixtures may be affixed to designated poles. It's basically allowing us to enter an agreement to make the changes to the poles so that we can keep our holiday lighting going. Make a motion to approve that resolution.
I will second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 11 tonight is to schedule a public hearing for a fill permit application for Kevin Struck located at 8773 Rockwood Road. I'll take this item as the code enforcement officer did reach out to me before he left for the day. But I'd like to schedule the public hearing for this fill permit application for, it's October 1st. Am I right? I'm sorry, October 15th. And one of the conditions I did want to stipulate on there that the code enforcement officer asked that I read into the record is that the town board would like to request a letter of where where their specific fill is coming from. Is this going to fill in a pond? So to protect, that area and also that pond area, I'd like to schedule that public hearing, but also with a stipulation that we do require a letter of where the fill is coming from the contractor filling in that area. So, Madam Clerk, is that date available? And
Yes, October 15th
All
at
right.
7:35.
so let's do 7:35. Yes, we do have a few. We're going to have a few public hearings that evening. So,
Okay.
all right.
Do I have a second?
Yes. So the motion's on the table.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Curtis,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Another public hearing, like I said, that time of the season. Item 12 is schedule another public hearing for CDBG, also known as Community Development Block Grant funding, for October 15th. And this is going to be CDBG. There's two applications. Rural transit is always number one. And then the town is going to be looking at project for downstairs in the community room. But I'd like to also make a motion to schedule that public hearing also on October 15th at, let's say, 7:40 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item 13, another public hearing. Schedule a public hearing for a fireworks code permit. I'd like to make a motion to schedule a public hearing for the new fireworks and code permit on October 15th at 7:45 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cartagena,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. That is it for our new business. No old business. Reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. First, I'd like to report that since the last board meeting 2 weeks ago, down on Thornwood Drive, the hydro seeding has been done on all the lawns that we installed the new pipe. So that project is pretty much done. So hopefully we get a little rain coming up. It's been awful dry, but hopefully the grass will grow. Other than that, the guy's been working up on Rice Road, just off between Back Creek and West Hill, and at the bottom of the hill there, where we've always had an issue with stone washing out in the road because the ditch is very, very shallow and it's right next to the road, and the bank goes up real steep and there's not a lot of room. So we dug it out. We blacktopped the gutter all the way up through there. So hopefully that'll solve that problem for in the future. I'd like to report that starting the 1st of October, we will be out chipping brush again. We're still doing the September pickup. We're not quite done yet. We should be done next week. So the September brush pickup should be over by the end of next week, and then won't be long after that, we'll be starting the October pickup. Other than that, as far as in the parks, since the last board meeting, we ripped that bridge out, which I think I reported at the last meeting, but since then we installed the new 36-inch diameter pipe in the crossing down there. And behind the town hall where we did some drainage work, we did hydro seed that too. So, and that's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
I just want to shout out to our Parks Department. I'm back down on the soccer fields with my granddaughter playing soccer, and the parks are packed every weekday night between Little Loop football and soccer and baseball. I think it's everybody raves about how they love coming here and how great it is, and the playground's packed. So the parks are looking great, Bob. Just wanted to say that. That's all I have for tonight. So thanks for that.
Crew in the parks has been here a long time, and they do a great job. They know what needs to be done, and they take care of it. So
It's great. Yeah.
it helps when you got the same crew every year.
Thank you very much.
That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilman Cartagena, you have the floor.
They also take a lot of pride
Yes, they
in
do.
what they do. You know, it's more than just a job. They take it personally when things go wrong in the park. So I appreciate that as well. I just wanted to let everybody know that on Sunday, September 21st, the Boston Fire Company is having a chicken barbecue. It starts at 11 and it ends when it sells out. So get out and support the local company. Also wanted to welcome the newest junior members as well as the full-time member. Look forward to meeting them soon. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
I really have nothing to report. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. Just a couple of things tonight. Erie County Department of Health is offering the free rabies vaccination clinic for dogs, cats, indoor and outdoor cats, and ferrets. The one closest to us is Erie Community College South. That is Saturday, September 20th from 9 a.m. To 1 p.m. They do ask that people do register online at erie.gov/rabies vaccine. The other one is a little bit further out on Broadway near Union Road in Cheektowaga. That one is Saturday, September 27th, again from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that is free, offered by the Erie County Department of Health. So I do encourage residents to certainly take advantage of that because dog licensing is required here in the town of Boston, and the rabies vaccination is required in order to do so. Our next Connect Life Blood Drive, Tuesday, October 7th from 2 to 7 p.m. in the community room. There is a a little bit of a perk going on for this time. October donors will receive a Bill's phone wallet. And each week of the Connect Life blood drive, they will be entered into a raffle for a chance to win one of 3 pairs of tickets to a regular season Buffalo Bills home game. And also for this blood drive for Tuesday, October 7th, if you are an existing donor and you decide to bring a friend who has never donated before, you will receive a gift certificate for a local Boston business. So it's kind of a nice little perk for that time. And deer management permits are available until October 1st. After that time, leftover DMPs will come out around November 1st, but hunting licenses will certainly still be available all season. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The first thing I wanted to do is that we do have, the town does receive a letter from Erie County, and this is something that Erie County requires to be read into the board minutes, which the town clerk and I are both aware of. So I did want to read this into the record as required. And the letter from Erie County reads as follows. This is a 30-day period for inclusion of predominantly viable agricultural lands into existing agricultural districts. Per New York State Agricultural and Markets Law, Section 303B, the Erie County Legislature designated September 1st through September 30th as the annual 30-day period during which landowners may submit requests to include predominantly viable agricultural land into an existing certified agricultural district. Copies of the application have been provided to municipal clerks, assessors, and chief elected officials for distribution and to interested landowners. The application is also available online at www.erie.gov/ag enrollment. And that's all one word, ag enrollments altogether. The Erie County Department of Environment and Planning will accept applications from September 1st through September 30th. Any questions on this process should be directed to the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning. A public hearing will be scheduled at a later date to consider all requests and recommendations of the Erie County Agricultural and Farmland Protection Board. The contact at Erie County is Sarah Gotti. She is the principal planner for Erie County Environment and Planning, located 95 Franklin Street, 10th floor, Buffalo, New York, 14202. Phone number is 716-858-6014. Fax number is 716-858-7248. And email is agriculture@erie.gov. So that is the letter that's on file. That'll be part of our board correspondence. Actually, it was at our last correspondence, I do believe. I think we put that in our last meeting. If not, it'll definitely be in our next one. But one of the stipulations is that it is required into the board minutes. So I've done my duty there. It is budget season for us. So we're having a lot of conversations regarding budget. We had some discussion at the work session downstairs. So budget season is underway. We have completed budget meetings with all the department heads and their requests for the season. I did want to, we had a few phone calls, at least my office has. Residents are asking what's going on with the water projects that are going on in North Boston. A quick status update there is that the creek crossing, we're still waiting on the permit from New York State DEC. I did phone them today to try to get a little bit of a nudge to get that moving along. It's currently in the Army Corps of Engineers desk, essentially. We're waiting on that. Once we get that approval, then the creek crossing can be done. So it'll be, again, we'll stabilize the creek bed, they'll put the pipe in, and that'll be done. Meanwhile, while 716 Contracting is waiting on the permit for that portion, they're going through and making all the service connects, so there's not a delay, a construction delay, I'll say. So you've probably seen them on Herman Hill Road. You're going to see them starting to tail end of the week into next week on South Abbott Road. So that is currently underway, and that's everything that I have to report high level with the water projects. There will be, I do want to draw attention to this, municipal leaders and government across New York State. So whether it's your assembly representatives, whether it's your Senate representatives, legislators, and supervisors who are invited to a meeting with NYSEG. We all feel the effects of our utility bills and the cost increases that are going up right now. There'll be a lot of information, like I said, part of the correspondence that it explains kind of what's going on there. NYSEG, yes, they do have some responsibility and skin in the game, if you will. But a lot of the mandates coming out of Albany, and this is not a political statement, it's just the fundamentals of some of these clean energy initiatives. It is driving up the costs. Trish Nielsen is the CEO of NYSEG. She was present. Credit where credit's due. She was there. We had a great dialogue with her and the members of her team. One of the questions that was I had asked, I said, so what you're telling me is that the work that NYSEG is saying that they need to do to build out capacity, and build out capacity meaning little town of Boston, we do have new home developments going in. There are areas in our community where we are at capacity. There's no more capacity. That is a very real conversation. Hence where you hear conversation about what happens when everything has to go all electric and things of that nature. So that was a very real conversation. And she said, when the conversations are going out and saying 2 to 3 years, it's not accurate. We're looking at like 3, 4, 5, 7 years, because Public Service Commission regulates how much they can put on to us as ratepayers, meaning that when they go out, and the numbers are there for all of us to view, when they're going out and asking for their millions of dollars, Public Service Commission says, well, you ask for this, we're only going to allow you to do X amount. That hinders their progress on building out the infrastructure. That was at the last board meeting. We talked about the $5 million upgrade at the Cobble Hill substation off of Hun Road. That's part of that equation. So a lot of information there. It was a great dialogue. Truthfully, we ran out of time. So we're again, credit where credit's due. NYSEG is setting up another meeting. It was actually nice to hear state representatives that were there. They openly admitted, they said if they knew what they voted for, they never would have voted for it. That you couldn't be more truer than that.
That's
so
weak.
There it is, right?
It's weak.
There it is. So that is the truth. Everybody in the room heard it. That's it, folks. But that all of the information, what NYSEG is committed to, they're between a rock and a hard place, because they're the ones sending us the bill. But there is a lot of costs that they do not control. They merely pass that on to the consumer. They're merely the pass through. So again, all that information will be part of the correspondence next board packet and of course available online. I did want to talk about that there was some parks vandalism going on. We did put a post out on social media. There were some comments made on it. But yes, if you're doing something crazy on town property, we're probably going to be watching you and having our sheriff's office or state troopers come pay a visit to your house. The vehicle that was there, there was visible drinking. There was some donuts done. And guess what? We got your license plate. We got your vehicle. We know where you are. So, this is a public space. Please treat it with respect. To Councilwoman Selby's point, people love our parks. Don't disrespect them. We have a gem here, and that is a fact. So, maybe I'm getting on my soapbox, but it really stinks, because our parks workers have to fix that, at least, at the moment, until we can go from there. I did also want to say that there is a new town website that is up. It is bostonny.gov. This is legislation that came out of Albany that required towns to update the website. That went live. We also have the new Text My Gov service, and that is to try to create additional lines of communication to you as the public, but also it'd be a resource that if you have questions, you can send them to this text line. But then if it doesn't have an answer, it gets kicked over to my office. Then we become essentially air traffic control. It can bounce it over to, let's say, the dog control officer, the town clerk, or whoever needs that. And then we will then build an answer to those questions. So please feel free to sign up for that service. All the information is out on the town Facebook page. I just want to kind of bring those two items up. The new website is up and live. It's bostonny.gov. Again, the key component is .gov. And just an FYI, publicly, all of our towns' letterhead, business cards, and everything has to change because of this too. So, we got a lot of legwork behind the scenes to fix all this because of the legislation that was passed out in Albany. So that is all I have tonight. I'll make a motion to end the meeting at 8:11 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karadikini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.
That brush in front of your house. Oh, man. I've never died. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll get her. It'll be probably next week.
It's fine. I just
How do we feel about next